My name is Yolanda Mulwa. The show is Sugar and Spice. And today, what do you make of the idea of love at first sight? I keep telling you, I'm fast headed to 40. And all those romanticizing many things starts kuishang at a very early age. Have I ever once upon a time believed in love at first sight? Of course. Now that I know better, I've lived longer, I am experienced in the game called life, as experienced as a 39-year-old can get, of course, and still learning on the job. You know, that is what life calls for. What do I make of it? Do I think it's an urban myth? A childhood dream and fantasy? For the most part, yes. I'll tell you why. It's not love at first sight. It's infatuation at first sight. You see someone and do you remember the first time someone talked to you and just the sound of their voice just made the insides of your stomach turn? Maybe you got goosebumps and, you know, your body had a reaction. Your mind, you were just giddy and you just want to do backflips. You know, you want to do cartwheels and scream. Woo-wee! You know, you remember that? Would I call it love? No way, I would not. I think that's infatuation. Then now that you like the outside and what you've seen, when you explore more, that is when you're like, oh my goodness, we have lots in common. I like what I'm hearing. I would like to see her again for sure. I like, you know, the baritone. I like his beard, and he stands for something. And maybe what he stands for is what resonates with me. See, then that's when you can make the decision and be like, I think I love this person. I'm not in love with this person yet, but I think this is going somewhere nice. But love at first sight, I don't think so. I think you hear people saying and tossing about the phrase, my type. Let me tell you something. Baby, if you bring it close to me, it is a few minutes to midnight. It is pitch black. It's looking like tar. With a deep voice, tall, of course. You know me, I'm 2 inches off the ground. But I've always loved my men tall. Of course, I'm going to look or maybe take a second look. You know, I will turn. But it's whether I'm going to do something about it that's changed. I can recognize and be like, that's a beautiful, tall, dark drink of coffee. No milk, thank you very much, and no creamer too. But I definitely don't believe in love at first sight. Not anymore, though. It's okay if you do. Good for you. You know, I hope there's a certificate for that somewhere, you know. But no, I don't. But whatever floats your boat. I want to hear from you and what you make of this. If it's a childhood fantasy, I don't even know how to call it. Not to make it less important or to Madarao anybody who feels that like this is true. But I want to hear from you. 40127 at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. What do you think of the idea of love at first sight? And Luke Ongoro Ward Nyakuguta says, yes, Yolanda, I personally believe in love at first sight. Love is instinctive, Yolanda. I will, of course, do it to some degree. What I know, though, is that I cannot wait another day. That's my take. I like that sentence. I zeroed in on that. Love is instinctive. Is character development instinctive as well? Because I've met people and from the jump I thought, hey, us guys got along like a house on fire. And then fast forward, I read too much into them the first instance I met them. So what do you say about that? I kind of like the love that grows on you more than this instinctive love. Yeah, I can see you, Ongor. Love is instinctive, but I hear you. You're making strong points. Lena says, in my opinion, not really love, but attraction first, then love grows. That is it. Infatuation, attraction. The first day when you meet someone and your heart skips a beat, that is infatuation. It's physical attraction. First, you don't know what this person stands for. You don't know if this person is going to cook you tomorrow and feed you to your kids. Just talking about the story in the news lightly. I'm just saying. But I'm with Lena. I'm with Wandia. I think love should, like lasting love, should grow on you. You never really know people. People can show you things day one. Well, fire. And let me see. Me too. When I was younger, it was Mills and Boone. Love at first sight. Dizzying, sparks, the whole shebang. I'm now older and wiser. I know better. These Nairobi streets will give you a degree in character development. Me a PhD. I beg. So I know. Sarah Sash says, I swear love at first sight is a real thing. I totally believe in that voodoo. It's the most organic type of love. Ile character development inawangojea bado inafanya press ups pahali inakula nyoyo. It's eating gideri and a big ugali. Really? But I love that that part of you hasn't been changed by the things that you've been through. Does that make sense? Lena is saying, yay, great, music of my generation. I'm preaching to the choir. Let's listen to some more of your comments, and then I'll come and tell you why I'm leaving you at 1:00 today and not staying until the tail end of the show. Sindio? But to catch feelings, it's for your good. Make it about you. I'm learning gaslighting from, I was going to say GOK, but oops, I said it even.
My opinion on love at first sight ni, unaweza ona dema anakaa vizuri na anaweza kuwa na kila kitu unataka, but honestly lazima ujue mtu hawezi jurukisha tu hivyo kwa dem mtu atijua anakaa vizuri, in my opinion.
There is love at first sight, and everything must click on the first sight. But then again, you need let's not confuse love in the first sight and infatuation, because you might like someone, but after some time you might come to realize that it's infatuation, because the things you would have really wanted this person to have, or the kind of character and all that, etc., might not be what you really wanted in this person, and that might also kill the relationship if it happened.
I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe it should be lust at first sight, because you've seen something they're attracted to. So we'd say that's lust, not love.
Yeah, love at first sight is I know it's a phenomenon, but sometimes there is always the challenge of it being deceiving, because maybe what you see at the first meeting might not really be the real thing. So yes, I hear it works, but sometimes it can be a tricky kind of a relationship, especially because you might now meet the real person on day 2, week 2, month 2, and year 2. So yeah, I will say maybe it's working for some, but it's
Sugar and Spice on 94.4 Spice FM.